Hey, what's up? Danny here, and welcome to this video on how to find the perfect niche for your personal brand. And if you're looking at my screen right now, you can see I'm on Amazon.com. The reason that I'm on here is very simple. We're going to look at this video and we're going to figure out how to find the ultimate niche for your personal brand. Now, before we do that, some little housekeeping to get in order. First of all, this is not, and I'm going to repeat this, this is not a get-rich-quick sort of tutorial. And anything that I teach you is not for getting rich overnight. What it is a long-term strategy to build a profitable business that you feel happy about when you wake up in the morning. You look forward to doing it, so you're getting that fulfillment out of it. You're getting the freedom because you're actively pursuing something of higher quality, something bigger than yourself, and you're feeling fulfilled because you're helping others. Okay, so whether or not maybe you're a fiction writer, and you love doing that, and you really feel that you're helping other people, escape their life of boredom, that's a form of helping as well. So just because you're not doing nonfiction doesn't mean that this can't benefit you as well. So before we actually look at some categories, the other thing I want to get out there to you is the fact that understand that it doesn't matter what you choose, you can make money doing it. Okay, that one of the biggest questions I get asked from people is, Danny, how do I know which niche to choose so I can make money? And I think that's the biggest common pitfall that people end up encountering when they're trying to build a business online, is because they're really focusing on the money first rather than the niche or the topic or subject matter area of interests first, because it really should be that. You should be passionate about, I'm not going to get a whole big passion versus, non-passion type business, but the truth of the matter is you have to have some sort of intrinsic desire to want to do this and pursue this niche, because if you don't, in the long term, it's going to burn out. And it's happened to me before. I've tried pursuing some other businesses, and they kind of fizzled out and panned out over time. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not making money from some of those businesses. I still am. I'm just not actively pursuing them, and so I'm not making as much as what I could. Okay, because anyone that tells you that you're going to make passive income and that's the way it's going to be passive, is lying to you, because there's no such thing as passive income. You have to put in, as Pat Flynn says from Smart Passive Income, you have to put in that that hard work now so that you can get those benefits and reap those benefits later. And the truth is never more so than when you're trying to build a personal brand. Okay, so before you get started doing your research, what I find really helps is to list down, larger list the better, but at least a minimum of a top 10 list of the things that you enjoy doing. So hobbies, things like that. Maybe you like music, maybe you like sports, whatever it is. Maybe you're interested in movies. Maybe you're a movie buff, right? Something that you can write, content about. There's a lot of people that do that sort of stuff in the entertainment space as well. So, what is it that you like to do? And then, what is it that you are good at? What is it that you're really good at? Maybe the current profession you're in, the current industry that you're in. I came from the financial services, information technology world most recently, and that was what I was good at. Okay, and so probably not something that I personally want to pursue in a personal branding perspective, but those are some examples of ways that you can brainstorm and think about these sorts of niches to explore when it comes time to doing the part we're going to do right now. Okay, so that said, when you got your list, make sure that you have it to refer to so that you can go ahead and do the research here. So I was talking about computers and technology. We can drill into the Kindle, and I'm here on the Kindle ebook store because I'm in digital products. I do training courses to teach about project management and technology for solopreneurs. And so, one of the things that I like to do is kind of go and look at some of these things that I'm already interested in. Now, I've been doing this for a while, so, this is kind of natural for me. But when you first start out, you want to take that top 10 list or whatever list you use and just start researching those categories. Now, if I, chose computers and technology as someone just starting out, I can see immediately that there are lots and lots and lots of books, top 10, 100, or top 100 paid and top 100 free. This is a place where I would start and look at, what are people saying and which ones are selling. Now, if you're in the top 100, you're going to see immediately whatever's coming up here. These are the top sellers. Okay, so you want to take a look and note down, the topics. We have WordPress here, very, very interesting. We have data analytics. Let's see, we have SEO. So there's lots of different things here that you can write down and note, and know that there's going to be money in this, because these are ones that are selling. These are books that are selling. And what you want to do is make a note. You can make a note of the title of the book, or save the URL. To Evernote, use Evernote, or use some sort of screen capture software to capture this information, or just a trusty old pen and paper. And look at the reviews. Okay, you see lots of reviews for these books, and you can just drill into one of them. I'm going to drill into. Let's see here. Some of these, unfortunately, with Amazon, you have some books that are just not related to the topic at all. That's why you want to really take a look at this and see what is relevant. Now, 500 social media marketing tips. That's a great one. You can look in here and you can see, look, there's 234 customer reviews. You can drill into here. And what I like to do is I don't look at the good ones. I don't look at the great reviews, because that doesn't matter to me. Because I want to make sure that I'm improving upon the gaps that these top books have. So, if I'm looking here, this is the top critical review here. Author doesn't follow his own advice or give info as promised. Okay, you can look at some of these negative reviews. A lot of these negative reviews, it's basic. Okay, so maybe you need to get more in depth and look at these to help you when it comes to figuring out how you're going to actually create something. But this is we're not in creation phase. This is really just how we're going to figure out a niche. Okay, a niche that we can pursue. So going back, you've taken a look at the top 100. You're looking at some of the reviews and seeing what people are saying about it. The other thing is, after you're done going through your list and looking at the potential niche topics that you can take advantage of in pursuing, is to go back after you've done your research on Amazon. Okay, and whittle your list down. What can you see yourself doing 1 year from now? How about 2 years? Okay, maybe 3 years, or in the long term. This is the long game, right? So if social media marketing is not your deal, then you shouldn't be looking at it, right? So I see so many people, with especially with nonfiction publishing, is they get into the zone where they just start getting into all these different niches to try to make money from Amazon Kindle. And while you can do that, you can do this niche publishing business, there are some drawbacks to spreading yourself thin if you're not careful. And the number one thing that we were talking about is building a brand. And focusing all our energy on Amazon is not building a brand. You want to have your own website. You want to have your own social media channels, your own email list that you start building. Now, I don't want to get too ahead into the future, but these are things to consider. When you're choosing a niche, understand that you're going to be doing it for the long term and building a platform that you control, okay? So once you've gone through that, I'm just going back to the Kindle ebook store here, go through and look at some of the other topics and some of the other bestsellers, and then make note and really think about this. Brainstorm. Give it a few days to seep in it and really actively think about which direction you want to go. Now, the reason I'm not going to go into a lot of strategy as far as finding the perfect keyword and doing all these things is because, quite honestly, the way that I approach it, it doesn't matter. Okay, because there are so many people making money in every single category. These categories would not exist on Amazon, if they were not selling. So that's another, thing that, when I really had that epiphany for my own brand, to realize that, you know what, I just have to choose something. I just have to choose something. But, this is a great place to look at and just validate your ideas, look to see what's selling, and then go ahead and choose something. Now, the only way you're going to know whether or not you're really, really interested in it is to start talking to other people in groups, Facebook groups, social media groups, to see what people are saying. Engage with people who could be your potential audience, or maybe even your potential colleagues that you would partner with in the future. Okay, very, very important to do this. It does take some work up front, but I guarantee you, when you do this, you're going to see a bigger benefit to your income, especially over time as you start building some income in a niche that you've chosen, because it doesn't matter about all these keywords and all these other tips and hacks and strategies on how to take advantage of platforms. Again, that works for the short term, but we're talking about the long-term game here, how you're going to position yourself and brand yourself as an expert, or whether you're doing a nonfiction sort of niche, or even a writer. If you're going to write something and really put your name behind it, right? Because that's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to building relationships with people, and really having that sort of know, like, and trust factor. Because you can have ghost pen names, and that's great and everything, but you're limited to your reach. You're limited to to talking and interviewing and going on podcasts and doing lots of different things that can really boost your own authority and really get you where you need to be when it comes to building your email list and your customer base. So I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions, definitely go to members area on your profile. You can type in what you're struggling with. You can use a contact form, contact me, let me know what it is that that you're struggling with. If you have any particular questions on choosing a potential niche for your personal brand, good luck and take care. Talk to you soon.